Welcome everybody to this IVRL matchup between Kai and Mayhem, week 10 and 11. This should be an interesting match. Both of these teams are high-ranking teams and have been with us for quite a while, playing in competitive Onward. Do you have any thoughts on this matchup, Craft?
Not too much to say. I'm just excited here. We're going to see a great match, and I'm just hoping we get to see a full 2 maps and a tight one.
Absolutely. I could definitely see this going either way between these two teams. They have some really big hitters on both sides, and both of these teams have some excellent strats they're going to be showing us today, I'm sure. And let's just jump right into the bands then. What do we got?
Well, on Mayhem's end, we have Shipyard and USS Quest banned, both of the customs currently in the map pool. On Kai's end, sorry, that we have Snow Peak and Subway banned. So I think Kai are banning to Mayhem's strengths. Snow Peak and Subway, as some of you who have been following know, Mayhem are incredibly good at. And Mayhem deciding to ban what I believe is either their worst maps or a combination of their worst and Kai's best. Because I don't know, you could probably tell me more about this, but I don't think Mayhem took the time to learn these customs and invest time in them, when it would be a little bit more profitable for them to invest time in something like their regular maps.
Yeah, I just recently left Mayhem, if anyone's unaware. But yeah, custom maps definitely weren't our foray, or some of them anyway. I think that these two kind of play against some of the strengths that Mayhem has as a team. So it makes sense that they might ban a map like Shipyard and USS Quest, although I have seen some pretty fierce play from some of the players on Mayhem on USS Quest in the past. But we won't be seeing that today. The lobby has started up here as well, so we should be seeing this game going pretty quickly here. And for the first map here, no surprise from me, we're going to be seeing Subway from Kai's side. I think that's definitely a map that they've played on quite a bit as well.
By the way,
yeah.
He said Subway, he means Suburbia.
Did I say that? I really just want Subway. Are you sure they didn't mean to pick Subway?
I mean, it could have been an accident, but I think Kai is a little bit opposed to that idea.
Unfortunately, yeah. They did ban it. But that's okay. We are going to be seeing some of the other maps in this rotation here. And if I'm not mistaken, the map pool will switch next month. Late next month. Is that about correct?
Something like that. It switches eventually. That's all I know.
Yeah, I think it's like the 22nd or something. We'll be getting some new maps in here, new customs, and see what these teams will be able to do on them. I'm not sure if they've actually been announced or not. I'm kind of curious at what customs they might be bringing in.
If I remember well, there is still one map that's unannounced in there. One little surprise they're keeping for the end.
What's the other map? Do you know?
I don't know. I could check though.
Yeah, why don't you
We'll come back
grab
to that
that
with you in a couple minutes.
Sounds good. But Suburbia, it's a map you all know, maybe love, you might hate, but either way, we'll be playing it today. It's a map of some distinct lanes, some quick action, and might even see some spicy flanks, who knows. And let's go over the teams really quick of what we got, starting with Mayhem as they have the full 5 in the lobby. We got a reservist, Lego for days, used to play for Tempo. We got Wookie, James Boak, Solar Bob, and Capitano. And then for Kai, we got Etch, Bass, Engage, and Phonic. And missing just that last person to slip right into there, fill out the team before we get going. Gonna be a high octane game.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Looks like both customs are still to be undecided for map pool 3, unless I missed that message. But
Hmm.
looks like they're both to be undecided. I'm looking forward to what we're going to see because we've seen most of the customs that we all know and love, and there's a place for some new customs to surprise us here.
Definitely could be the case. Did you like the last customs? I believe it was sand and I forget what the other one was even.
Was the last one Arctic?
Yeah, Arctic. Sorry. Yeah, I was a big fan of those. Those were two really well made maps. It's kind of funny too, as Koi's maker of sand had made so many versions of that map, and he just continuously updated it. And he did not give one care in the world about completely, redoing it from the ground up, improving on it each time. I think, into
Yeah,
the version we
definitely.
have now. Yeah, I think
Everybody
it's the
loved
best version.
Sand. Everybody loved Sand V1, and then we got Sand V2. That's just how it was. It was a really nice rework, make it a lot better, and it was a fun map to play. I wish they would bring it back, but I think we're limited to playing them once during the season. To being once in every pool. I mean,
Right. Yeah. I wonder if that might change in the future. If that's going to continue being the format going forward for season 2 and beyond for IVRL.
and if you had like 4 pools, think about it: 4 pools, and you see the same 2 customs come back in pool 1 and 3, for example. I feel
Hmm.
like that could be a viable option. Either way, I don't make those decisions.
Speaking of decisions, it's now time to get into the match here. Let's jump in and see what happens. Starting on round number 1, we got the lane 1 objective. Teams are just about ready to get started here. See what Mayhem will do on the defense. And this is interesting one too, because we're seeing some of the less seen Mayhemians and like Cappy, and well, I guess a reservist as well. But
Yeah,
interesting. So we got a good spread from Kai here. We got them going on along the whole back line there from left to right. One just watching on lane 4. No one moving forward too quickly. Everyone just kind of working together. First C4 goes off from a little bit of pre-fire there. Interesting.
yeah. Kai are waiting for. I think they're waiting for an aggressive push that's not going to come out of Mayhem. Might just be taking their time. It's not like they have anything to lose by just chilling back there.
Yeah, I think that free fire worked really well for them, getting that free C4 that was just about somewhere in here. Got him to blow it up, get a little antsy, kind of giving away his position as well, maybe, because he knew maybe where he was when he threw it. So he should be able to use that information. And I did hear him giving out some call outs. So that might well work in his favor here. Engage could come around lane 4 and possibly get an angle there, but he would have to expose quite a bit. And see Etch getting up on top of the playground. What a typical spot. It's been in here since pretty much the dawn of time. Dawn of Onward, probably, maybe even. And you can see he's got a pretty good angle to try and catch anybody peeking around or getting too exposed. Smokes are coming out.
I'd be worried about Lego if I was Etch right now. He's just behind a Hexco box. Looks like he did not peek out though.
Let's see what happens.
It's like pre-fire from Phonic. They're expecting a guy hidden in beside the box here. There is no one.
Yeah, a lot
Still
of pre-fire
pre-fire.
coming out. A lot of utility as well.
They can afford it. The Suburbia is a small map. You can take 2 minutes to clear out the line of engagement. There's no need for them to rush here.
A lot of fire coming out. Kai definitely taking the full time available to. Oh my gosh, the grenade got him. Cappy going down his body, now possibly exposed. James looks like he's going for a res here. Comes around the corner, checks for anybody. Bass, though, might be able to get him if he pops out here as James is really focused on getting over to Cappy. The res should come out, and there we go. So the res is up, but now James is kind of exposed.
James under fire from Mithril. I don't think he saw anything, though. I think that's just pre-fire.
Definitely the case, but now with that fire coming out, they will know where James is, and James is now stuck. A grenade would be so effective here. Bass picking up Lego in lane, what was that, 2? The fence is going to have to fill this hole. You got a lot of shooters all the way in lane 3 and 4. Cappy gets picked up by Engaged.
Finding James. C4 goes off a little early. And Mithril taking Wookie.
Mayhem cut down by an effective attack. All those players moving together at the same time. It was a beautiful attack to see.
I love that coordinated push. The res on Cappy, I think it was. No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
Cappy.
yeah, it was James on Cappy out there. Yep.
I think that they could have used Cappy for a little bit more intel before getting him, though. That's the only little detail that could have changed, but that was an amazing push from Kai, and it would have been very difficult for Mayhem to counter that.
Yeah, I really liked how Kai took, they didn't just rush forward. They just picked up a battle line on the first line of houses, and then they slowly pushed forward. They poked, they prodded, they baited out some C4. And then when they were ready to move forward, they didn't just rush forward. They all went forward in one line, gave some intel, and supported one another, and really got a vice hold on lane 3 and 4, which allowed them to pick down the side, grabbing Cappy, grabbing James, and overwhelming Wookie and Solar in the process there. They were just no way they were going to take 5 Kai members there.
Yeah, it was just a perfect push. One thing I did notice, Mayhem had 2 C4s on this objective. Not an objective we normally see C4s on. Not a map we normally see C4s on, actually. So I'm curious to see what they're going to pull out, and if they keep using them, that might actually work in their advantage in the long run.
Yeah, definitely an interesting choice. Might be able to catch them out, but a little bit hard. Kai is definitely going to be looking at those angles, looking for any of those possibly sneaky C4s that Mayhem might be using.
Yeah, I mean, C4s are so difficult to check sometimes, though. If you get the right spot, there's no telling how it's going to go.
Absolutely. So now we're going to see the reverse. Kai now on the defense, see what they do differently from Mayhem, and what Mayhem might bring on the attack here. So looks like we got some C4 from Mithril. Lane 1, just going to put it on the backside of the house there, waiting for kind of a late game push. Phonic going prone behind the red car. Pretty interesting spot. Just going to try and catch anybody's legs as they come around the corner of the bus and just starve for targets, and not going to expect someone shooting their legs out.
One upstairs, center house.
Bass was pushed up, not rotating back, will not make it. Was he the guy with the clacker? No, he was not.
Ooh, grenade from James. A little close to Cappy there. Nice shooting there. A little target fixation from the likes of Bass on a Wookiee in the second floor window. Baiting them with his furry little mitts. See what's going to happen here. Should be an interesting match, though, altogether. Seeing some of the OGs like Cappy playing, and Lego also coming in here. Not the usual gang, Miss and Defilade. So I'm actually really curious myself to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, Mayhem had some roster changes recently, and I think there's still a couple spots open.
Definitely, that is the case. There is some spots, but Solar nearly getting spotted by Phonic there. I think he just had the Hesco in the way of Phonic's line, but Phonics is now watching exactly where Solar is. Both are prone, so we might see some prone on prone action. But we're gonna have to come back to this, see what this fire is all about. Lego just sending some shots downrange, maybe to catch some returned fire, get some information.
Solar inching his way forward. Oh,
Somebody do something. The anticipation.
oh, there we go.
Oh, Phonics looks away. Oh, will Solar see him?
Protecting Phonics.
Not only that, but the curb right in front of Solar is actually hard to see, but Phonics might be able to see the top of his head. Oh, but Solar pulls back. Oh, what a bait.
The grass is probably what saved some Solar there. That's how close these two are. Oh, that line is hovering over Solar's head. Solar throws his M203.
Phonics is definitely ready. Cappy getting picked out over near lane 1. Grenade coming out onto James, but not quite close enough. Flash right onto Solar, but Solar just going to hold tight. Not sure what that flash was going to accomplish there, as it was not going to be able to get him. It does get him to panic maybe, though, which might be all that he's looking for. Phonics, though, nearly gets caught out, but turns around just in time to return to fire. Solar, though, armed with that information, might be able to use it to his advantage. Ooh, Lego picking up Etch and James picking up Engage at the same time. Phonics is now kind of caught out in the open and leaving Mithril to defend the objective all by himself. Ooh, Phonics not able to pick up James through the fence there. He was just gone prone just in time. Mithril going down.
A little bit too long.
Phonics last man up. He's just trying to die. Mayhem pick up the round and even this one up to 1-1.
A nice push from Mayhem too, proving that Kai didn't take the first round as freely as we might have thought.
Yeah, both teams showing Mayhem just showing a decisive attack there. Both of these teams showing immense strength on the attack. Not quite able to get the defense, but to be fair, that objective can be pretty hard to defend against a team or either one of these teams. So we might see more. It's always funny and kind of interesting to see the attack trade or the Marsoc trades when usually it's the Volk trades.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a fun one.
It used to be Volk advantage, but the game is turning more and more to where the people who peek around the angles have a slight advantage over Volk. So on smaller maps like Suburbia, it is possible to see Marsoc advantage instead of Volk advantage now.
Yeah, I can see that, but the thing is, like, neither of these teams are really doing that, like, ultra rush style that really takes advantage of, like, aggression. They're both slowly pushing forward. They're peeking around those fences, getting a lot of call outs to try and get those frags on target or utility in general. It's been a really good game so far.
It's been a great game, I would even venture to say.
Look at these scores too. Really quite even all along.
Yeah,
everyone pulling their weight. You plucked it right out of my mouth. Let's jump in here.
On good old Burning House OBJ.
I like this objective.
Yeah, it's a fun one. Changes the setting a little bit. But will we see a change of strategy?
No pre-fire. That's interesting.
Oh,
Instead, Engage is just kind of looking, trying to catch a kill. Cappy getting really aggressive here, pushing all the way up into. Is he going to stop here?
It looks like he's done. He ain't risking anymore.
He probably heard Mithril talking behind white car.
Oh, you might be right.
You can even look. He's like, I want to kill him. He's got to worry about Engage here, though. If he peeks out to try and take out Mithril, Engage will just get the free kill on him.
Yeah. Cappy not having any util is going to have to dry peek this if he does go anyway.
Engage has been pretty quiet for a long time, too. He actually has a good chance of catching Cappy out here.
Difference is Cappy expects Engage to be there. I think if Cappy peeks out, he's going to surprise him for sure.
Oh.
Cappy gets one.
And he's ducked low enough that he shouldn't be taken out by Engage. But Gage looking between these bags right here. If Cappy peeks out too much, he will get taken out, probably without any chance of recourse there. But looks like he's just going to pull back just a little bit. He's going to wait for Engage to come out. That said, his back has been pretty exposed for a while now. He's really relying upon James and Lego to give him some early warning for anybody coming around his rear side. But I think there's definitely an opportunity for somebody to try and come around his back. But meanwhile, oh, Cappy goes down to Engage. Nice refrag from Engage. Not letting it wait, but you know, it worked out for him. He came out on top. Now we see a bit of a push coming out in lane 1, just kind of getting their attention. Again, Etch with the M249. He just puts those rounds on. He picks up 2 frag grenades. A good return on investment there. Smoke's coming up on James.
Frags now. I think they've thrown a lot of utility. And that's a C4. Mayhem might be running out of utility now.
Oh,
like
no.
Trade.
James exposes himself on the tank, getting Phonic to kill, and at nearly the same time, just before we saw Lego go down in a trade. Now Wookie, just a little bit far from objective here, will have to kind of come out and rotate, or maybe just go in the second story, but he really needs to keep an eye on the objective there, as Solar is all alone there, and you can see the stress in Solar's movement. Ooh, Wookie goes down. Now it's just up to Solar. He needs to make sure no one caps this. And you can see he's just putting rounds down everywhere. And Phonics gets that easy pickup, giving Kai the point.
Yeah, putting him out of his misery at the end there. I think he'd given up on the round. He was just like, please kill me, don't cap.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you just got to do that, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's better to take 1 than 2, right?
Right, absolutely.
Can always come back next round.
It was going to be a tough one. I think there was 3 up at the end there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that push by Cappy at the beginning went so well. Really tied them up for time for quite a bit as well. But Engage just, you know, being really, really patient. He even almost, you know, was able to get that free kill without any chance of Cappy shooting him back through the sandbags.
Yeah.
And while Cappy didn't peek, he was able to sneak up and get that kill onto him, and really tied that up. And I think that was a really good play by Engage.
Yeah, I really like how Kai is moving slowly, taking their positions, clearing out the early angles, and when they get to the end game, right, when they're really at the enemy's door, they bust it down.
I'd have to agree with you. They just really are doing a great job of using the full timer, and then everyone attacks together in a strong coordinated attack that really puts Mayhem on the back foot, and have to, you know, you can see them kind of scrambling there at the end, and especially when those numbers dwindle and those kills like on Solar, as he has to peek, he has to make sure that no cap comes out around the corner while he's distracted. Really gets him exposed and allows Kai to get that pickup.
Yeah, they forced Wookie to do the same thing too. He had to be up there in mid-house, just standing and trying not to die.
Let's see what happens now. No pre-fire as well from Mayhem. There's been a no pre-fire game so far. Maybe spoke a little too soon there. Solar putting some shots down range from lane 4. Trying to stop the same push from Cappy. Ooh.
Throw peeking out. Misses the shots onto Cappy. James.
Oh, that teamwork right
Cappy
there. Yeah, James popping out, knowing he's not under fire. He can push forward and try and get that kill, and he does. Now lane 4 is quite open. It's only the back house from Engage and maybe Etch that can kind of defend this objective. everyone else is kind of pushed out. We got Phonics in a really interesting spot, actually, that I've never seen, behind middle house. Utility coming out, but hits the roof there. Might have actually still got Lego anyway, though. Ooh, smokes are coming out. Bass picks up Lego.
Bass pushing
from
up
the corner.
hard here.
Oh, yeah, let's watch and see what happens here. Bass on a roll. Downs Wookie. Wookie should be able to get this call out. Solar kind of really exposed in the street there. Gets his gun up, but not in time. And Bass doing tons of damage on a rear flank.
Mayhem still going to be able to go into a 3v3 here. They haven't lost it yet, but it's going to be a little bit tougher for him.
Yeah, not finishing off that kill. Gonna maybe prove fatal for this one, but we have to wait and see. At the very least, he used like about, I don't know, 30 seconds of their time and kind of put them on the back foot.
30 seconds, and that's a 2-piece he got? Would have been a 3-piece if he had confirmed.
Yeah. Definitely worked out quite well for him.
Yeah, I think Wookie ragdolled behind cover there.
Yeah, definitely can be the case.
But Mayhem
Definitely
to spread out lanes 1, 3, and 4 here and make their final push.
The interesting thing here is that Mayhem still has a lot of the Kai traps to wade through. Wookie, for example, gonna have to push through both Phonics and pretty much everyone on the enemy team from the way they're going. But if you look, Phonics' foot is sticking out. Could prove fatal for him if Wookie does come forward and is able to catch that.
Yeah, I don't think Wookie would shoot him through it, but looks like that won't happen anyways. Cappy from the slide getting Phonic.
Oh, nice. Cappy able to get a nice pickup from the playground, like you said. I wish I caught that. Let's see. Cappy going to continue peeking there, though. Kind of dangerous.
Oh. He can see Etch's barrel, but he can't quite see Etch from the slide.
I don't think he caught him there. It doesn't look like
he didn't see anything.
But they still got engaged to deal with, who is looking through the what's it called?
Through the blinds.
Yeah.
Or curtains.
And just like that, Mayhem's down to 1.
Ooh, Wookie last man alive, lane 4. It's only a 2v1 though.
Yeah, lane 1. Let's see what he does. He does have some really big problems to deal with. Etch now taking second story mid house. And we got Engage in the same spot. And you can't really pull Engage out without exposing to him or pushing into his house, which Etch should be able to defend. I don't know where you go from here. Maybe try and pre-fire Engage if you know where he is.
Yeah, I mean, you can't expect Engage to be on the blinds there. It's incredibly... You can't know he's there. It's... I don't know. It's so difficult to know. Engage practically has to miss his shots for Wookie to know where he is. Then Etch mid-house is a fairly standard spot. Wookie should expect it. I think if it were me, I'd expect a guy lane 4 too. I wouldn't think they'd leave objective open like that. I mean, open isn't the right word, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it feels really bare, but I know they really trust that Engage has the angle. And in fact, it looks like Wookie isn't aware that Engage is actually first floor. He's looking second floor to try and get this pick, and he really wants to get some kind of pick. So he has only one angle to watch, and right here he picks up Etch, but Etch on a really nice snapfire picks up Wookie, bringing another point for Kai, 3-1.
Kai able to take 2 rounds in a row. When they're not trading rounds anymore, that's when it starts to hurt. Mayhem are now down by 2.
Yeah, Mayhem is going to have to pick it up if they want to bring this map back to Kai. Still got map 2, but you definitely want to go in there with as many points on your belt as you can.
Yeah, because the point differential is what matters, and if you need to win like 5-1 or something to pull off the game win, that's difficult.
That's definitely not the kind of odds you want to go into against a team like Kai. Definitely not.
Going back to North Stairs no, North Stairs.
I wish it was North Stairs.
OBJ here. Good old red car.
Look at you hitting me where I'm down, man. North Stair.
I'm sorry.
I miss you.
Okay?
It's all good, but yeah, this objective on the red car a little bit closer than some of the other objectives like we saw. I guess really they're the same distance down the street, but it feels more exposed. There's less cover, more angles that the players can come from since it's like kind of in the middle of the map there. And you really have to have players on the opposite side of the street in order to stop a sneaky cap from behind the red car.
On the last objective on this North Street, we didn't see a grab for the objective by either team. They were just wiping the other team. They were not attempting to cap, so if they go with the same strategies, we could see a similar outcome.
I definitely think that that's a good observation. Both of these teams not wanting to risk it all. But look at this. They're just going out. James picking up Etch. I don't think they expected this. Utility coming out. Lego. They are very push forward. Cappy and Lego picking up spots in the middle of the map there. Mithril kind of exposed, and without Etch there, he's kind of an island unto himself.
Yeah, this is, I think, what Kai were expecting round one. Round one of that last OBJ. Wait, no, two objectives ago. Actual round one. And that's why they were so cautious. A little bit less cautious this time, and they paid for it. James Bilk has rotated back, just wanted to get that early pick. Lego and Copy going to stay in their place, though. Wait,
yeah, it's definitely an interesting thing to do, to push forward, be really aggressive, get that pick, and then pull back and just make them search you out.
Yeah, definitely, because at that point you're playing the time, right? Because they've got to check you, they've got to check every angle, and it's always playing in the back of their head. Maybe there's a guy there. Wait, I didn't check this angle. And they end up wasting 2-3 minutes on that, which makes their last final push a little bit rushed.
Definitely, and now we can start to see the push come out after that initial aggression. Almost a minute down, or a little bit more actually, down already. And Bass got a frag coming out, goes around the backside. Cappy looking around, getting a little peeky there. Bass picking up Lego. Now it's just up to Cappy to see if he can defend against these two players, but them running around and being really confusing for him, as he just has to stay tucked and cannot let himself get picked from behind.
Yeah, Cappy's in a really discreet spot. Very few people know about this. These are OG teams, so they might know, but then again, you're never sure.
Look at this, Cappy. Just about.
Oh, that's a flash.
Don't know if that hit Cappy. I think it might have, because Cappy is just holding steady. Definitely maybe heard that fire. Wookie getting it down onto Phonics. Cappy not getting the pickup. Oh, gets the double, but Bass able to get the refrag. Excellent shot from Bass.
Although Mayhem have a man advantage now, this is going to be troublesome for him because they will not have the callouts. That's two people they have unaccounted for.
Yeah, I kind of feel that they know that at least one probably went down, because Wookie got that C4, maybe heard the death scream, or the down scream even, and then heard fire from Cappy. So I feel like they probably expect at least one down, but one life is probably unaccounted for, like you said.
Yeah, one thing I've seen from Mayhem is they're actually able to call out trades. So that might be what the deciding factor there is. They might know at least one is taken. I don't think Engage that flash was too high up to hit anybody, I think.
Yeah, Engage is just continuing to cut the pie here. Solar really exposing in lane 1 there, trying to catch anybody moving across, trying to sneak their way across to come around the backside. Pretty good defense. I got kind of a triangle thing going. watching most of those angles, but having to rotate and watch from different areas. Flash coming out on the Wookiee. Wookiee is now exposed to engage, who runs out in the corner, able to get that pick, and Solar just shy of being able to save him, but does get that repeat or refrag. Oh. Now what do you think if you're Mithril?
Oh shit.
Mithril last man up against a two-man defense.
Oh no!
Oh my.
You did not. You do not get to do that.
Oh
Bob.
my! I don't even know what to say.
James is going to have to surrender his crown here. Bob's taking it.
Oh, I think that's a little early, but that was a pretty good start. What a grenade, man.
Oh. I don't know what you guys do on Mayhem. Is all you guys do throw nades all day?
Maybe they
like
do.
practice,
I don't know.
practice.
I never knew how to do that crap, man.
just taking all from James.
Dang,
That's
James.
incredible though. The perfect nade, the air burst, everything was perfect on that.
James is gonna be sad that the MVP grenade of the match isn't gonna be his.
Yeah, he hasn't even gotten a nade out yet.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed. I have to be honest, but you know, sometimes you just can't quite, you know, get it. I get it. So.
Yeah, I mean, but when he sees Cappy pull out a nade like that, he's going to have to pull something out. He can't just leave that unanswered.
Was that Cappy? I thought that was Solar.
Wait, no, that was Solar. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, Cappy has been slaying it with his guns up close. Gun foo. Where do you see this next match going? Or this next round going? Next round.
Next round, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I like how Mayhem switched it up. And we saw that this could be a Marsoc-sided area of the map. So if I had to place bets, and this is all purely hypothetical, and I'm probably going to be wrong, but I would bet on Mayhem taking this round.
Okay, well, I just have to see who comes out on top. Kai versus Mayhem. This is map number 1 in this 10 plus 11 matchup. What a mouthful. What a mouthful. But Engage gets taken out, just trying to brush forward into lane 3, trying to do something a bit similar, but James is not gonna have any of that.
That was a nasty pickup. Don't even get to start the round, straight back to the tent.
We feel it, man. We feel it. All right, so the attack has slowed down here. Everybody's taking a nice battle line. Cappy kind of checking the same position that he was holding before. Definitely aware that someone could have got there and being really careful. Lego pushing forward as well. Shot rings out.
Yeah, they've pretty much cleared hedgerow at this point, and they'll be ready to move on to the main street. I think we're seeing a somewhat similar defense out of Kai. They didn't switch up too much. Phonic and Etch, I know for a fact, are in the same spots. Mithril does have a different one, though. I'm not too sure about Bass.
Phonic is, I think his position is really interesting because while it is strong against lane 4, if he loses lane 1, he's very exposed. He has nowhere to go to. And a grenade popping onto him once he gets figured out is all but assured.
Yeah, definitely. That's going to be a tough one to hold the long game in. But he can hold lane 4 pretty well if he can trust his teammates to take lane 1 and 2. He's good.
That's the plan anyway.
Yeah, nothing ever goes according to plan though.
And actually, you can see here in lane 1, this is kind of where Mayhem is really grouping up. Wookiee and Cappy working together here. We'll have to see. Ooh, Wookiee getting taken out from under the car there. Cappy trying to get that refrag, but Bass pulling out, going to a new position, watching a different angle, not even giving Cappy a chance. The only kind of thing he could do here is maybe get a frag onto Bass. Oh, but Cappy taking fire from the likes of Etch. It's not going to be an easy life here for this one.
I think he's just noping out a lane 1 here. Does not want to deal with all of that.
Yeah. Strong. I guess Phonics was good to really rely on his teammates there. It really worked out well for him.
Making his push at the bus here. Going to come up on Phonic within the next couple seconds.
The pro. No, Phonics takes him out. I think it was because Phonics was crouched, man. Bass picking up Lego, and Mayhem are dropping. Cappy now nearly getting taken out from the pre-fire, but able to pull around the corner there. Well, I think he was flashed.
I believe so. Now this is a 2v4. Both teams have accurate kill counts.
It's
they know
Bass
pushing up Phonic, catching Cappy.
Bass really likes to do these aggressive spearhead pushes, and it might actually play out well for him, as James is probably not going to expect this.
It looks like he's ready for anything right now. He's not quite ready to dismiss any possibilities.
Yeah, but look, he has to be looking as he comes around the corner. Bass hears him, and James gets the refrag onto him, or the
trade. Kai take Matt round 4, not Matt 4.
Not quite, but it is match point. Kai feeling strong here. Just 1 point to take map number 1 going into map 2, and Mayhem has to be feeling the squeeze here. They got a lot of points to make up. Even a cap won't bring them back, and they're actually on the defense. And if Kai is able to get a sneaky cap, they'd be up 6 points.
Yeah, that's not a situation you want to go into map 2, and I think this is one of the least capable objectives, though.
Which works out in their favor now while they're on the defense. But
yeah,
if they're able to win this one and go into the Marsoc round, they then have to attack this. And that won't feel good when you're on match point.
Yeah, I got my prediction wrong. What do you think we're going to see here?
I think just because mostly because of this objective, I think Mayhem is gonna take the defense here. I think that there's a lot of opportunities for a tight defense and maybe a few more pushed out players that might work really well for them. But it's really hard to say because Kai has done an excellent job of just cutting the map into sections and pushing forward as a team and always working together. I have rarely seen any out of element attacks where one player is attacking by themselves. No, Kai has always been attacking as a pack. So either way this goes, I think it's going to be a tough one.
Definitely. I love how you just managed to not give us an answer, though. A true politician.
No. I did say I think Mayhem will take this one, but like I wouldn't be like surprised if Kai were to take this one as well. Oh, the pre-fire comes. Now. No more lane 3. James though doesn't care. Grenade coming out. He's trying to silence him with a grenade, but he's pushed off. What is James doing?
Trying to do the same thing he did 2 rounds ago. Get the early pick, and I don't know if he'll rotate back this time because he is far up. There goes Mithril.
Picks up Mithril. Mithril definitely not expecting that, but Etch will know that he was there. James now pulling into a new defensive position. Definitely a new playstyle from him, but I'm liking it as it is paying out here. Engage is going to have to be really worrying about this attack, and at the same time, James has to worry about Etch coming around his backside. Oh.
It's already been a minute, and they haven't passed edge row. And Engage taking out. Oh. And then Phonic. Oh, God. I'm just cutting you off now.
No. Man, James, going down there, getting a nice 2 picks, and you can see that Kai is really worried about these pushed out attackers now.
At 4:39, they have yet to push anybody all the way to mid-house.
This defense is really clustered in the middle of the map. Now that all the flankers are dead.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be tough to take him out because you take one, two others have their lines on you.
Oh, I actually missed that solar in the window there. Really, really exposed in the window there, though. If anyone comes around, he will be quite visible to that attack. Phonic, though, Phonic and Cappy just nearly right next to each other. Just one hedgerow and the sandbags between them, and both players been so quiet that I don't think either knows that the other's there. That was quite the tongue twister as well, I just want to say.
No, and even if Phonic did hear something, he'd probably say the guy's mid-house or in a position near that. I don't think he'd expect Cappy to be sitting there.
I don't know. It's a fairly common spot, but yeah, it's a tough one to easily check. Phonic now going loud, moving forward. Cappy just coming around the corner, not able to see him in time, and Phonic able to pick up Cappy and take that position. Wookie able to call it out, though. Well, is he going to peek it?
One more down.
Nope. Solar picking up Bass as he came around lane 1.
You might actually get your prediction right. It's 2v3 right now.
Definitely shaping up to be quite the round. 2v3 is not, while it is tough to deal with, it's actually something that's definitely something you can come back from. It's when you get to like the 1v3 that it starts to feel real bad. And it's objective dependent as well, but I definitely wouldn't want to take this one without at least 2. Even 1v2 would be tough.
They were having a little strategy meeting over their dead teammate's body.
Did we get any, did they pick up any utility?
I don't know.
I see Edge has the smoke.
I just saw them cluster together and I wonder what they were doing, so I flew over.
Etch trying to get a peek onto Solar, but Solar not exposing to lane 4. Let's letting Lego cover that angle and Wookie kind of on the overall overwatch. Phonic, though, putting some rounds down range, trying to pick up Solar. I think they're definitely aware of his exact position here. And Solar is honestly in trouble. If Phonic's pre-fires into the curtain, we could see Solar go down from an arm shot, and he might be able to see the barrel of the gun, and he gets it. Gets the down.
Only down, though, Solar will be able to give incredible callouts. He has eyes on the entire map here.
Definitely true. Solar is not out, just downed.
Yeah, he's giving exact callouts on Etch. He's able to give callouts on Phonic as well. This is troublesome for Kai.
And they don't have much time left either. They got to cross a really far distance for Suburbia.
Yeah, that street is barren. It looks like there's a lot of cover, but once you try to cross it, trust me, it does not have any.
Definitely a toughie.
Solar is not going to bleed out before this round ends either.
Nah, he's going to be sitting pretty in there, just giving those call-outs.
Yeah, Lego knows exactly where Etch is coming.
Let's jump onto Phonics here, see what he does. Lego should be able to hear this movement, but Lego goes down. Etch is down as well, but Phonics doesn't really have time. Wookie, though. Oh my gosh, Kai takes map number 1.
That was amazing. Nice final push from Etch and... no, not Phonic. Damn it. From Etch and... No, it was Phonic. I was right. Okay.
You got this. You got
with
this.
Wookie at the end there, and lucky enough to have the point go to them. Kai take it 5-2.
Wow, what a amazing round there. Kai with honestly quite an upset, coming from a 2v3 and able to pull it together with one player left there, winning the trade and taking it for his team. He's definitely who was that again? It was I even forgot. My memory sucks, but either way, he did a really good job and won it for his team on that one. And now we're going to be going into map 2, whatever that is. We just got to wait for these two teams and see what they decide to go to.
Ooh,
looks like we won't. Yeah, it looks like we won't be doing a lobby switch. I'm just gonna jump right into it.
Yeah, they did. They just made a host switch instead of a lobby switch.
Yeah. Let's throw that on there. El Cargo.
Go.
So this is an interesting one. This is Mayhem's pick. They chose to play Cargo, probably because of Cappy with his CQB skills, as we've seen in the last map there. Let's see what Mayhem is able to bring against Kai. They have quite a point deficiency to make up there, as we kind of talked about earlier. But we'll see what comes of this. This is kind of one of those maps that can swing in any direction and can swing hard, depending on how these teams play it.
Yeah, definitely, this is a fun map for sure, and we can never tell how it's going to go beforehand, but I think Mayhem are particularly strong on this one. The addition of the flash rule, though, you're allowed to throw flashes at any time now. That might make a difference because early flashes and pushes are now a thing. You've seen Mayhem use a lot of utility. They might decide to throw early frags, early flashes. Wait, I just said early. Never mind.
Maybe they do both at the same time. Maybe they just have one in each hand and they throw both. And, you know, even better, what if you're able to have the mental energy to throw like a grenade at one spot and then throw the flash at the other, grab your gun and then push it all in like kind of one motion.
I mean, we've seen a lot of teams flash and push on Cargo. I think if you incorporate a couple frags into that, Mayhem could have a winning strategy. Because we've seen them use a utility a little bit more than Kai on Suburbia. I think both teams are going to be using it now, though.
Definitely could see anything. I honestly don't know what to expect from this one, which makes it so exciting to watch. Phonics just running out into the one of these containers here. Utility coming out, as said. Lego able to get a trade with Phonic. Both players are down, but Bass coming around the backside ends up winning that trade. Mayhem down 2, and Kai only down 1.
We're able to confirm Phonic, luckily for them, before he was shot in the back.
Yeah, coming around the backside proved fatal. Now the rest of this attack is quite conservative. Nobody pushing up too much. They're just trying to see if they can get any kind of picks. Bass might be one of those picks. You know, kind of sitting in the middle of the map there. Is exposed to the likes of Wookie if he would pop around there. But Wookie instead opting to hold back. Grenade coming from James. Not quite close enough to engage to get him. James starting his push forward as well. Oh, able to get a nice accurate shot on a Semper, punishing all that pre-fire. Grenade or flash coming out from Solar, and with that that flash able to pick up Bass.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I think Mayhem are starting to expect Bass's pushes. Solar getting Etch.
Yeah, Etch was just waiting for him. Yeah, Etch was just waiting for him. He knew he was there, waiting to get that refrag, and that's something that we've seen works so well for Kai throughout this match. James, though, getting the refrag on the refrag, and now it's a 2v1. Just Engage left, and Engage having to really push forward and get really aggressive, trying to get that upset win, but Wookie not going to have that. Picks that up, and Mayhem pick up round number 1.
Mayhem have shown us why they picked this map. With a nice round 1, I wouldn't call it decisive, but definitely impressive.
Yeah, there was definitely a back and forth. I really like that early engagement between these two teams. Bass doing a really good job of getting that refrag in the back, just coming in at the right time to shoot him right in the back and get that confirm on the whoever was left. It was Lego. Worked really well for him. I think it was just really unlucky when he pushed forward and got flashed.
Yeah, I mean, Bass has been pushing forward though, so Mayhem knows to expect that. But eventually,
That's very true.
He's going to find a gap eventually. And I don't know when he does find that gap, he might be able to deal a ton of damage.
Yeah, I mean, when he had that flank on Suburbia, when he came around and shot Wookie and shot Solar, it had to feel good. It felt real good, and he wants to see that again. And to be fair, I think Bass's role for Kai, at least for this match, has been to be kind of that aggressive poker, get that information flowing, get Mayhem to be shooting their rifles so they can get some utility and some really good like kind of counter angles like we saw from Etch, who knew exactly where Solar was going to be and able to pick up that refrag without any recourse from Mayhem. So really good work from them, I think, on their strategies so far in this match. Are we gonna see an aggressive push? Got 2 C4. Lego holding one, throwing one in the center boxes. Wookie putting some as well. Some initial pre-fire from Kai. Not wanting to get taken out. Grenade coming in for their troubles.
Where is he? No, just pre-firing.
Oh, Cappy, though. He has gotten a position in one of these center buildings here. He's getting really peeky, though. Cutting across there. Not seeing anyone, but, well, I'll just have to wait and see what comes of it. Let's jump in there.
Back into the tunnel. Back right.
Ooh, picking up Etch. Nice headshot from Cappy. They should know his position, though, on Bass and Phonic working together. Should be able to put the hurt on the Cappy here. Especially Phonics if Cappy chooses to push. Meanwhile, Semper pushing forward, cutting the pie, but Lego not going to have any of that. Picks up Semper.
Cappy looking for Bass, not going to quite find him yet.
Ooh.
One to me, left side.
Cappy going down, getting just a little too peaky as Bass and Phonics made it their objective to take him out. Something, again, we've been seeing all throughout this match.
Or somewhere on the right.
Lego thinks shots at Engage, not hitting.
Engage, though, going to continue this push coming around the backside of Lego. Lego had no idea about this push. Wookie not able to get that refrag there as Engage is quite in the defensive zone. We got a Molly coming out. Wookie, though, getting the down with a C4, forcing Engage to go into a C4 radius. Meanwhile, Phonics getting highly aggressive, now stuck in yellow room. He has been spotted out. He is now trying desperately to get a pick to open something up and to get out of the room. But now he's just going to have to hold tight and continue to just try and fight from this one position that he now finds himself stuck in.
Yeah. I think they might know. Do they have an accurate count? Not quite, I think.
I
might
think
be a little bit off because they don't seem to be focusing entirely on Phonic there.
if you just wait, you might get all the kills from unfortunate team kill. Still, though, Mayhem, I think, in a commanding position for this objective. Even if it might be a little tighter now if they are missing one on the kill count, which I think could be probable. As Solar, like you said, kind of looking everywhere and anywhere, while James is staying really tight on Phonic.
I heard Wookie mention somebody close to him before he died. So that might be before he died. Before he got ruthlessly murdered by Solar.
Who was next to Wookie? Wookie was. Who isn't next to Wookie anymore? Wookie.
See, Phonic taking out Solar. This is a 1v1.
Still, though, commendable.
It's anybody's game.
I kind of want Phonic to win now, considering the odds that he was as he was stuck in the building, and he makes it out. He makes it out. That kill count proving critical as James is having to watch 2 angles and letting Phonics get out, and that could be the linchpin for this round. Oh man, This is a nail biter.
I don't even know what to say at this point. It's so close. Okay, yeah, I found 2 guys traded. That's why we didn't have an accurate count.
Oh, yeah, that's just kind of the nature of Onward.
Yeah, it was going so fast we missed that, but fortunately they were not able to keep an accurate count, and that came up and bit him in the ass.
Oh, no, James not peeking at this time. Onyx continue to push forward, has a minute 35, which is plenty of time on a map like Cargo. But he's going to have to worry here. James is now kind of in the danger zone. He is definitely exposed, but now watching the correct location. We'll have to see if Phonic's sneaky prone tactics will come out ahead for him here. And he might actually just catch James on those rotations.
Yeah, James has no choice but to peek around behind him.
Oh,
And
Phonic's
Phonic
taking it. Kai picking up the round, and what? Such an upset for that round.
Yeah, let's just blame it all on Solar there.
Oh man, what a round. What a freaking round. I don't know, man. I kind of feel like that's my favorite round of this series so far.
I mean, so far.
I mean,
I'm hoping to see another good one. Come on, they can't leave us with
I'm
that.
sure there will be. I'm sure there will be. But that was just such an interesting one, and I mean to see Phonics get trapped in Yellow Room, make it out under against 3 players, go all the way around the outside of the map, and pick up James, was just incredible.
Yeah, I can't say otherwise there. It's a great round. Nice play by Phonic. And hopefully we'll see more of it.
Absolutely. And this should be spicy. We kind of have the cargo containers of death objective. This is where I think your prediction of, like smokes and flashes and grenades is going to come full turn, because this is one where you kind of have to be out in the open for a lot of these defensive spots where the rush is very, very powerful, and that we've seen just be entirely decisive in previous series. So we'll just have to see.
And definitely the rush is a little bit less powerful than it once was, though, because you're now allowed to throw flashes before teams
like a counter
make it
flash
to the actual diamond. Yeah.
Ah.
So those flashes are stopping teams from being too aggressive.
We'll see how this can, how they're going to do this. I actually see a lot of that. The smokes coming out themselves. In fact, the defense has more smokes than the attackers do.
Yeah.
Semper pushing up, able to get behind the boxes. Solar kind of stuck here. He's throwing away the smoke, but that does give away his position.
Ooh, that was unfortunately a smoke was thrown outside of the map there. Not going to be of much use for him.
He was just trying to get out of the way, I think. Wookie, though, nearly got his leg shot off as he crossed.
He's fine. It's just a flesh wound.
It's just a flesh wound. It's just a 7.62 bullet.
Oh, it's not even. Come on.
I think Semper here is going to put the hurt on Mayhem. I don't think they're ready for that, and he's staying really quite tucked.
It's been a more common spot lately, so I wouldn't be surprised if they check it, but you are correct when you say that it's not the most common.
I don't think Mayhem has played Cargo this whole season, though. So,
I mean, if they pick it, they better have a good reason.
I mean, I'm not discounting Mayhem. I think Mayhem is quite good on Cargo, especially with Cappy. And I think they really threw off Kai. I think that's kind of what they were going for.
Yeah.
And Lego gets taken by Semper.
Okay, you were right. Cappy evening out with Bass, though.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't know if they were aware of that. Cappy coming around getting a nice pick onto engage. But again, are they aware of where Semper was? Do they know that that he's at the spot? His gun's kind of quiet, and it was during an engagement. I kind of think maybe they do, considering Solar's fire. Wookie, again, narrowly dodging death.
Oh, maybe?
Let's jump onto Etch.
Cappy just ran by, but he has to know for sure now. James catching Etch. Semper peeking out for Cappy.
The objective is quite in a bad place here. Wookie is running in. Phonics is in a good position to maybe stop this, but Wookie going in.
Going for it.
Oh, Phonics knows he's on objective. Solar picks up Semper, and now it's just up to Phonics. I don't think we're going to see a cap, but... Oh, Wookie's going for the cap.
Phonic is.
No, no support from the team.
Happening today.
No support from the team. They were not able to get into in there in time, and now Phonics is free to roam around the objective. Tee up for Mayhem, definitely a capability, but it's going to be tough to get a cap down.
In Phonic's spot, it's not impossible because he isn't. There's one side of that green crate he's not covering. So if they can identify where that spot is without alerting him, he might be able to pull off a cap. It's going to be nearly impossible, though.
That'd be epic.
Yeah.
See where is Phonic going to be watching? You maybe heard some movement from James, but Solar is pushing up on his rear side and continuing to put fire down. Flash coming out. Solar looks like he was caught there, and James able to get that pickup. Take it to a 2-1 scoreline. I definitely saw that one coming, as he was not going to let that cap come out, but to do so, he did have to expose himself quite a bit.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the disadvantage of this objective. It's very difficult to defend once you lose your team.
That said, Kai is now dealt with it. They did not get capped on, and they are now going into the Marsoc round. And this is where I think Mayhem's going to have to be real careful. I think Kai is going to have a battle plan. They're going to use that utility. You could see it was definitely choreographed with those smokes to stop that push down the center. And we're going to see kind of, what Kai can bring, what kind of battle strategy they can use, what kind of utility they can take advantage of in order to put Mayhem on the back foot and maybe force either a cap or, a team wipe as they scramble to defend the objective.
Yeah, I think Kai's been studying this quite a bit. They should have something ready for us.
We'll have to see. Maybe we might see one of those crazy aggressive Mayhem push that we saw in Suburbia.
Maybe. I think if you push somebody down the tunnel, might be something that's valuable.
Okay.
But other than that, it's difficult to push past the center line. Don't get me wrong, it's possible, but it's a difficult push to make.
I mean, even if you made it to the center, you then are staggered off and can slow the attack, or at least maybe trade with somebody and cause some chaos.
Yeah. But making it to that center line is done on lane 1 or 4. It's almost impossible to do it anywhere else.
Let's see what happens. I'm kind of feeling Cappy just going straight down center, man. Sending it.
Just hold on.
Let's go, Cappy. You can do it. We believe in you. Oh,
Nope.
he's not doing it.
He is going to peak quite a bit there, but not too much. Now we can see some utility coming out in force from Kai. James pushing forward, picking up Bass, and then Phonic not completely out though. Now James is in their back line. Cappy getting the confirm, and James, the unlikely pusher, C4 getting thrown out of the tunnel exit. Engage now watching. The attackers are now on the defense, trying desperately to pick up the pieces here. Cappy picks up Engage, and now it's just down to Semper and Edge, something you probably didn't expect if you were Kai going into this round.
Yeah, this is a 2v4 now right off the bat.
Oh, C4 grenade rain. Edge just barely getting Semper, picking up Wookie. They're making up their losses, but at the same time, they definitely know where they are.
I mean, it's a 2v3 now. It's anybody's game.
Etch's distraction fire a little bit tough to use, as now Semper taken out from Cappy. They're not falling for it. Now it's just Etch picking up James. And now you can see they've gotten all their kills on people on the backside, instead of on the front side near objective. But Etch actually not in the most terrible of places, as he is now down to a 1v2, and Solar is only the only real one near objective. With a good pre-fire around the corner or snapfire, he could pick up Cappy, and then he could just prey on Solar as they did last round. That was done against them.
I definitely think that's possible, but they have an accurate count. Looks like Cappy's rotating back. They are going to just defend OBJ here. I'm not too worried about it, and with 2 people, you can properly defend this OBJ, no problem.
Etch could go AFK in this cargo container for 2 minutes and still have plenty of time to attack the objective too.
Yeah, I mean that's cargo in a nutshell.
I'm not even kidding. Like, just holding steady as you see him doing now is a very legitimate strategy. I mean, Solar and Cappy, especially Solar, as you can see here, are really exposing themselves quite a bit to some of these peaks that Etch could be taking. So Etch might even be able to get that pickup, and that's really what he needs. That's what he's looking for as he's trying to create an opening for this objective. If he can get one, he honestly should win this.
Definitely, it's tough to hold it down as a single man, but I don't know. I genuinely don't know how this is going to go.
Oh, just missing, narrowly missing vision on Cappy. Now pushing up Solar though in the danger zone. If Etch catches him running around that backside, it could prove fatal. The eye before the storm. Solar able to get a nice peek around the corner there. What a crazy peek looking through the boxes. Mayhem picking up another round.
Mayhem now 3-1. They're on their way to. They could
Bringing it
win
back.
this.
Yeah, it's
Really,
definitely a distinct possibility.
Well, they've taken out 2 of the 3-point differential here. So if they don't lose again, they can win. Even though they lost map 1 5-2.
Yeah, Kai definitely feeling the pressure. Mayhem not letting up, not letting the loss of map 1 deter them. No, they're gonna just continue pushing and giving Kai a good run for their money, and us viewers an amazing game to watch. I gotta say, this has been absolutely riveting.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this doesn't seem like it, but Mayhem have their back against the wall now. They can't afford to be losing any more rounds.
I don't even think they're thinking about that. I think they're just trying to go for what's gonna get them the win. I think.
Yeah, play for the next round, of course, but
I don't know about you,
I
but
can look at it.
have you expected James to be this aggressive pusher? Because
No,
I
mean,
don't.
that's something I've never seen out of him before.
Yeah,
I guess with the new team chemistry, you're able to change up some things, and definitely, I think it's been working out really well for him. And if he keeps pulling it out, I think it's going to be a great addition to the team to have that in his arsenal.
definitely true. Being able to change up your strategies mid-season or even mid-match can be all it takes to get you the win. I really need to turn this freaking music off, man. All right, let's jump in there. See what Kai does. Another a really age-old objective here. Let's see. Let's jump on the Lego.
Really standard defense out of Kai here. Nothing too extravagant.
And in fact, Mayhem has seen pretty much this exact defense from them as well earlier in this series. Cappy running forward. Bass gets the upper hand, though, picking it up. No loss on Kai's side. Definitely going to be a good start for them on this one. Oh, just a flash, though. I thought it might have been a frag.
And if that was a frag, it would have been the end of Bass.
But there we go. The frag comes out. Bass goes down. Lego should hear it. He hears it. He's going for blood. Oh, but then he decides to hold short.
going to be difficult for him to confirm because Bass is out in the open and he doesn't have a perfect line to go take him out.
Lego gets that pickup onto Bass, bringing this back to a 4v4. Oh, coming out.
Smoke out now.
Not quite. Well, maybe that is where they wanted. Another flash coming out. Phonic, maybe he's going to go on the aggression. Another flash coming out. Some shots ringing his way. He is now pushing forward. Solar trying to take him out. Not able to get it. James, though, getting the refrag. And now kind of the center field is open for Mayhem to push forward if they so desire. Wookie. Trying to shoot under there. Not quite able to get it. Maybe just getting some suppression action there. Good call-outs coming from him. Semper just pulling out of there. Now Lego just waiting for the rest of the team to push forward, waiting for his opportunity to push. They are going to have to deal with Etch, though, in a nice little aggressive spot to try and stop any kind of objective push, but he does pull forward, going into the more typical center defense behind the red container. But that said, he's been staying squarely.
Just trying to make a move in trades with Wookie.
Ooh. Now Semper having to pull the slack there. Etch down or dead and out. He's going to have to stay near objective, make sure no sneaky cap comes out from the likes of James. Oh, and James sees him, not able to quite get him, goes for the rotation. Semper now knowing that he really has to worry about this, but he can't stop. He cannot stop watching the objective. The cap is way too important. Again, some more fire coming from James. Neither team really willing to push forward, do anything too aggressive here. Just trying their best to stop each other from getting to the objective, no matter what team you're on.
Do you think Mayhem are going to try cap here?
No, not at all. But I mean, you still got to worry about it, right?
Yeah, I just wasn't expecting the outright flat no. I was expecting like maybe.
No, with a 2v2, everything on the line here. Oh, Lego trying to get that sneaky peek. Not able to quite get Semper, though. Forcing to pull back. James is working up with him. Pushing up again. Exposes himself. Neither player going down, though. In a hail of gunfire. I think he did get wounded, though. It looks like he is healing himself. No, he's reloading his PKM. James picking up down.
That flash didn't catch James. I think it did get Lego, though. And James taking out Semper.
In the joust, too. Oh, man. What a game.
Yeah. And Kyre now the ones with their back against the wall. Anything's possible for him because of their performance on map 1. But Mayhem take another point and they win.
What a crazy, crazy comeback from Mayhem. It looked like they were down and out map 1. 2-5. I mean, that is some crazy stuff to come back from. But they're not going to let it hold them back. They're just going to continue pushing. And now Kai is going to have to do something here. And now here's what I want to kind of bring up. Are they going to go for kind of the standard push? Kind of what we've seen earlier, like especially in Suburbia, where they kind of push up in a slow line. They take each position, and then they slowly move forward as a wave. Or are we going to see something crazy? Are we going to see like an aggressive push with flashes, smokes, grenades, tons of pre-fire, and just rushing for that objective and really trying to throw Mayhem off? What do you think, Kraft?
And I'm really excited to see, and I can't say because there's two schools of thought on this, right?
Right, okay.
Stick with what works, you're in trouble. Stick with what you know works. There's also, well, you're in trouble because what you think works doesn't. So change it up, right?
Yeah,
both
and
schools of thought are good, and I just don't know which one they're going to adopt.
Really aware of this weapon as well.
James, he's like, okay, guys, everyone, play your game. Don't get too much into it. You use the gun to defend your angles. Oh man, I'm so excited. Smoke's coming out from Kai. They're pushed up quite a bit. Lego in the center. Cappy in his kind of forward house here, trying to get one of those early picks. Bass running up again, being kind of that point man with Semper on his 6. Cappy picking up Engage. Good first pickup for them. Oh, Etch, though, getting the refrag onto Cappy, though.
He's down. He's down.
Smoke's going
That-
out, going to cut off James' line of sight.
Tit
Not quite
for
perfect,
tat.
though.
Tit for tat. That's what we've seen. And so far, again, 4-4.
Yeah, I mean, especially when it's match point, you love seeing them trade.
Yeah.
Go back and forth.
Oh,
Phonic
Phonic picking up Lego. Now it's just down to the last 3 defenders in the rear here. Objective is fairly open, but James is watching it. Not sure where this is going to go from here. James could get caught out by Semper. Grenade, or C4, picking up Bass, giving them just a little bit of a breather.
Oh, confirmed with
Burned to death. I think, I don't know if that's legal. If the Geneva Convention allows it, but Solar picks up Phonic. 2v2 again, down to tit for tat. Semper picking up Solar. Now it's just down to Wookie, the last defender. Oh my. He's calling out to his team, but his team isn't there. It's just up to Wookie. He is now going to stay on objective. Make sure he doesn't get taken out, but at the same time watching it.
Wookie hasn't played since the update. You can no longer get behind the black box where he tried to hide. He got stuck there. Luckily, they didn't peek him though.
Oh no.
Wookie's running.
Semper comes around the backside. He's just trying to die, I think. And Kai brings us to a 4-2.
Oh, this is a nail biter. So, Mayhem can win with a cap, or they can attempt, or they can try to.
They can tie, right?
They can tie with a kill, or they can win with a cap. They
What
can
a
also
crazy
lose if
game.
They lose the round.
Yeah, wow.
This one is cappable though. There's an objective one on the cap
center
on this.
objective. The center objective for the last one. Like, no way. The karma gods are with us today, bringing it to the most honestly crazy objective, and probably maybe all of Onward for the last one between these two teams. Kai slightly ahead with the 5-2 scoreline from map number 1 in Suburbia, and Mayhem not far behind, 4 points up. A good opportunity to tie this game is in their grasp, or if they really want to go for it, try and get that cap. But that's risky, man. I don't know.
Like, the cap is going to be nearly impossible to get. But hey, if it means the difference between winning and tying, I like nearly.
It could be the difference between tying and losing, though. That's something also you have to think about. And here we go.
Don't look at it that way. It's the difference between winning and tying.
The glory. So utility already coming out. I think Mayhem going a little bit slower here, trying to get those picks. Oh, grenade coming out just a little bit short. Bass, though, made it past them. He is now running through the tunnel. So it's up to Solar here to call this out. Oh, he knows it, but Bass is already behind. Oh no, James has already seen it happen. Bass is in the back line. He gets the pickup on Solar. He is now in the back. He's jousting with James. Not quite able to pick him up, but neither player come out ahead. Bass now just holding steady, knowing that he just has to hold. He just has to hold, and James coming around the corner. Bass picks him up. He continues this push. Now Wookie, Cappy, and Lego have to return, and all this during this time, we see the defense continue to creep forward. This is not a good place for Mayhem to be, but we'll just have to wait and see. Cappy, though, gets the trade. They should catch that out, but Engage has already taken the middle, and Etch on the other side. This is not a good place to be.
That was a vital 3-piece push from Bass. Do you think Mayhem can come back from this? No, it's over.
Okay, so if they want to come back from this, they're going to have to be careful. They have 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. Semper, that's the first step. But at the same time, they're going to have to deal with Etch. They got to pick him up. His body is out of the way, but Etch has to go down. That's the next step. And we might see that here. Etch just coming out. Semper is picked up. They have to be careful. They have to watch. They got to, you know, look at all those angles. They have these tight angles that they're watching. You guys, you see engage. Lego going down. Wookie going down. Lego taking a shot.
All right, it's a 1v3. I think we saw Phonic pull it off round 2, maybe? Round 2,
He did, but he nearly flashes himself. Maybe he went for that one. I don't know. But here we go. Let's see what he does. This is a tough order to come back from, but he's got time. He just needs to continue to get picks. Engage in an etch. Oh, he's visible right there. He catches him. The confirm comes out. He just needs to get these picks. Phonic and Engage are separated. They are not in support of one another. This is what he needs to use, and he knows roughly where Engage is.
Oh,
in fact,
those shots. Oh, they're just distractions. He's rotating back.
That's what I was thinking. He's just getting their attention to look there. He's going to rotate around the other side of the map, try and get a shot on Engage where he should know roughly where he is. He wants that flash. Everything rests on Lego here. If he is able to pick up Engage, he's in a good spot. He will have to, Phonic will have to expose quite a bit to make sure he doesn't come from some sneaky angle. Utility comes out. Oh, the smoke's going to give his position away. They know where he's coming from now. Crazy. This is crazy. He's in a good, pot, but Engage is not going to expose. He's not going to expose.
Rotating again.
He's got 2 minutes. That's like, I don't know, like 20 minutes if you ask me on cargo.
You have to commit to it eventually. Just
right.
running around isn't going to work.
I don't know if he really knows where Engage is at this point.
Is he going to...
That Engage has to die. He has to die. I mean, you could try and sneak around, although it'd be risky, and take out Phonic. But the objective is pretty much out of the question.
So he just looted Etch's body for 2 flashes. That could help him quite a bit there. He's got a flash for each player.
But what is he doing with those flashes?
Throwing them.
That's very true. And now he comes around the corner here. Engage just narrowly misses him. Lego now going around for the backside, but he is now exposing possibly to the likes of Phonic. He's just trying to distract him. He's really focused on this strategy so far.
56 seconds, though. He will have to commit to a push eventually.
He's looking for the
that last minute.
Yeah, man. We'll have to see.
For Engage to make a move, but
yeah, Engage is like, nah, bro, you got to make the moves here. Runs across the open, not able to pick up Phonic, and Phonic able to again bring this out to a 4-3. Kai now in a good spot to win this one.
Yeah, definitely in a good spot to win the map, and they have secured the game win. We'll just keep playing them. Sure, no.
Oh yeah, Mayhem can't cap. Yeah, okay. So Kai has won. Technically speaking, there's still points to pick up, or possibilities for Mayhem, or to win a little bit more for Kai. Try and bring this to a 2-map win, but still some spicy rounds left in this. Another round of this crazy objective. But dang, that push from Bass. Discuss.
That is terrible, man. You can't just run up, take out 3 players at the start of the round when it's match point for them. Like, be nice, be a little more gentle here.
Yeah, I think it was like kind of like Solar, it's like, I hear footsteps. That doesn't make any sense. Checks his tablet, calls it out, but Bass going full tilt, not waiting for anything, is able to get past, and James was watching the tunnel exit. now, but you know, in the back line, he was starting to get those picks and to start to be a huge nuisance, forcing everyone to come back and then allowing the defense to take the middle line. And I don't think it's a guess for anybody. I think that play allowed Kai to take that round.
Yeah, I think definitely. I can't put it to anything other than Bass's play. If we had an MVP for that round, it would be him for sure.
With the spicy plays. Let's
He's been throwing himself at the wall all match long, and eventually the wall decided to break. Oh,
look at all these
Kai
smokes.
going
James
all
is
in.
like, get out of here.
Just throwing him all back.
How did he got all of them? How did he find them?
I don't know. I mean, if
Yeah.
you look down, the smoke's clear a little bit, but it's tough
Yeah,
to find the exact.
I never find them though.
No, whenever I try finding
Oh.
him, I'm just on the floor for like 2 hours looking.
Yeah, then it
Wanna
goes out
cap
and you're like,
trade.
gosh, dang it. Oh, James trying to confirm comes out. Should be able to get the res, putting them in a good spot here. Engage going down to the likes of Solar. Oh. Flash coming out on a Semper. Been seeing a lot of that. Frag comes out. Oh, just narrowly missing the door. That's all it would have taken to take out Etch. My gosh.
Damn, still looking strong, and Kai with 3 members left.
They're just holding here. They're waiting for Mayhem to get pushy.
I saw one on right by center 1 or center 4. There's one center 1 and one center 4.
Good callouts coming out.
Wookie could get shot in the back here.
Oh, Cappy
He's a little
picks
bit
up Bass. Lego is spotted by Etch. Puts some shots down for range, but to no effect as Lego able to get out of the way. And now, again, Lego just continues to peek this. Etch now having to deal with this. Trades with James. Down to 1. The call out comes out. It's just Semper with the Virtus. Able to pick up Wookie. Pick up Solar. Getting in the back line. Mayhem scrambling to get back into position.
This
Boy,
is something
where are
you
you?
won't see often.
No,
The
definitely
defense
not.
is now holding the place where the offense would come from.
Achievement unlocked. Get to their spawn.
Yeah, they've swapped sides.
Dang, man. Semper in a good position here. I think out of any possible location to be, this is a place to be. In the back line, 2 left. Really, really dangerous objective. Catch them rotating and looking around. He could be anywhere. You know, when those shots came out, he was kind of in the center right of the map. And so he could really be north. He could really be south. You don't know.
Man, I'm really rooting for Semper here. For the
It's hard
simple
not to.
fact, it would be a quad kill clutch if he got it.
Oh,
Taking shots onto Cappy. Doesn't
who knows if
connect,
Lego
though.
hears it, though. The Virtus so dang quiet.
From the face of here.
Semper continuing, just trying to get these peaks. He's got plenty of time. He's got 3 minutes. He just needs to get a pick. He needs to get a pick, but Lego able to pull it out. Wins that round for Mayhem, giving them 5 points to Kai's 3. But Kai, like we said before, will win this series against the likes of Mayhem. And dang, what a crazy, explosive set of maps we had.
That was
It's,
impressive. I especially liked Cargo. I gotta be honest with you. It's full of ups and downs and nail biters. So I really loved watching these guys on Cargo, and I can only thank them for putting up such a great fight.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I mean, there was some spicy plays on Suburbia that we did see. Again, a lot from the likes of Bass and James, again, getting a little bit more aggressive than we usually see from him. Maybe getting just angry about his grenades not getting any kills, so he had to go Hulk mode. But, I mean, this Cargo, man, it was insane. It was just... I can't put it to words. They were both going ham. They were trying maybe new things. Definitely, I think Mayhem was. I mean, I think both teams caught the other off guard. We saw both the aggressive plays and the slow plays. We saw good teamwork between both of them, in working together to really kind of like cut the map in half, work together as pairs against a larger force. Which I kind of saw a bit of everything.
Yeah, it's just overall. Thanks for the game, guys. I can't say it enough. It was such an incredible game to watch, and thank you for being there with us to watch it, guys.
Yeah, definitely thank you guys that did decide to be with us live to watch this gameplay. I want to thank the moderators, the governors or whatever they're called. I don't even know anymore. They're so
Look, anybody who has a special color in the
special
Discord,
colored
thank
people. We love you guys. It's been great to see the games going down so far through this season, and some of these just insane games too, getting casted by our casting team. But anyways, this has been season 1, week 10 and 11 between Mayhem and Kai picking up the win. I hope to see you guys next time for the next cast. Have a good one, everyone. Let's